All right, hello. Sorry about that, like long intros, but I was having an issue with the Red app, um, and figuring out how to set something up. So that was my bad. Um, anyway, hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're all good. Um, gonna get right into Star Rail today. Um, I did summon already. I summoned last night. Um, when the banners went live. Well, not right when they went live, but close enough. And I got the Herta course. Um, I haven't really gotten to use her much. Obviously, as you can see, I did level her up. That's all I did yesterday. I did level her up. And I did put her on a team. I didn't have a team for her. So I summoned for her because I was like, okay, the advantages of having an ice, a damage dealer that is really good is probably important, even though I have you. I was like, I should probably get her. It'll probably be better for um other events in the game too. So I went and got her, and I was like, damn. Excuse me. I don't have a team for her. So I had to figure out who I wanted to summon for between Jade and Lingsha, and I went for Lingsha. So I summoned for both, got both. I still don't know if I'm on the 50-50 or the guaranteed or not, which is not a good space to be in these Hoyoverse games. And obviously my resources are severely depleted. But that's part of it, right? And I shouldn't have to summon for a little while. Even though I want the one of the characters to show for 3.1. If I don't get him, that's fine. But yeah, the team, I don't really have a good team for her, for the Herta yet. This is the one I put together for something I was farming to level their stats up a bit. Because I don't have Jade and I don't have Sunday. So I purposely skipped Sunday because I was like, I'll get Sunday as a rerun if I really need him on the team, because Robbins is good enough in most cases. And the main character should be good enough too. But Jade was just one of those. If I'm thinking about whether or not I want a sustained character or versus a damage dealer, I had to go with the bonus character. Lingsha's just too good on too many teams to choose Jade over her, which I'd be getting Jade specifically just to run with the Herta. It is the same reason why I didn't get that character with Blade, because as much as I like Blade's character, having to get one 5-star character just to play alongside him for him to work was I think that was a bad mechanic that they didn't really consider when they made Blade. So I haven't used Blade at all. He was one of my favorite characters for a bit. Anyway, they did start drops. I was watching Maika for a bit last night. I didn't watch any of the story. I had her stream up because I wanted to, support her and get the drops or whatever. But I had the character, like the character sheet, up covering the screen, so I couldn't see anything she was doing on the screen. I lowered the volume so I wouldn't, once she got into the main story, so I wouldn't hear it. So I don't know what's going on in the story. I also have to pay attention to OBS if it gets too crazy. I think it's still on 60 frames per second. So if it gets too bad, I'll lower it to 30. But I don't want to waste too much time yapping. Let's get in here and see what's going on. I think the volume levels are okay. I could turn them up a bit more. And I did turn on NVIDIA DLSS, but I don't know. It looks like the performance is worse to me. I'll just be monitoring that too, see how that works. Yeah, let's put this up to 8 here. I think it should be good.
Please stand by, passengers. The navigation meeting will be starting soon.
And some characters apparently still aren't voice acted. So, unfortunate, but it's a situation there with the, I guess the voice actor strike is still going. Black Swan isn't joining us. She doesn't think it's right to join in our vote when she's only hitchhiking with us, so she's waiting in the party car. So she did say that she believes we'll end up deciding on Boreas. I'm sure everyone has a destination in mind. Yeah, it looks like OBS has already started a trip. I'll fix it in a minute. I honestly don't care where Sunday is. Is that bad? It's not that I don't like his character. I do like Sunday, but
he isn't joining us for the navigation meeting. He went to the party car to rest. Don't worry about him. An unexpected destination could be a great starting point for Sunday.
let the control freak lose all control. And then
Laid back? That's not exactly a word I associate with him.
me neither.
Since everyone's here, Pom-Pom will start presenting our options. First up is the oceanic planet of Lushaka.
Well, that's right. He doesn't get voice acted either. I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm not gonna read every single one.
The agate world.
They did say they're going to add these voices back later, which is good for everybody who joins it at a later time. But
it's worth us thinking through our options carefully.
And finally, the most adventurous option, the eternal land, Amphorius.
Planet not recorded in the data bank, and a world even Akivilia's never set foot on. But if this trailblazing expedition works out, it could solve our fuel problem.
Express can soon achieve perpetual motion. We only have a choice at a time like this, do we? No one wants to go to Edo Star. Not that simple, but we can save Pom-Pom from worrying about service delays at least for a foreseeable period of time.
Amphorius does have something to offer, unlike the other options. Plus, it's a completely unknown world. What better place to trailblaze?
I feel the same. While we know nothing about Amphorius, we know the other two worlds aren't exactly safe options. Anyway, if it's a risk we're taking, we might as well throw in some adventure for good measure.
Everyone's in toward uncharted world. Seems we gotta prove like my adventures on the Express. That includes me too.
Looks like Pom-Pom's voting plan won't be needed after all. It's official then. Our next stop is Amphorius.
Great! I'm looking forward to the conductor's jump announcement. I'll be in my room freeing up some memory on my camera. I'm going to have to snap tons of pretty pictures this time.
Don't forget to share the good news with Miss Black Swan. Seems like she already knew. Okay, let me drop the frames. It's gonna suck for me, but that's all right. I don't know if this is any good. The video thing. I'll leave it for now because it does say I dropped 248 frames. It's not good. at all. So I'll just pay attention to that number. If it gets to the 260, then I'll reduce it. Elena, is this your first time exploring beyond the astral charts? Our request could be useless there. Maybe not for pom-pom, or has it been mapped? Financial charts also present new surprises from time to time, but we'll be fine. Let's just say I have a backup plan. I'll reveal it when the time comes. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they don't have Himiko or John active, but
A world yet to be explored by the Trailblaze. No self-respecting nameless would turn that opportunity down.
especially for such a big update for the game. But they could have recast it and they didn't, and I'm glad they didn't. So good thing those voice actors didn't lose their spot, at least for now. An opportunity hard to come by.
Absolutely. The Astral Express has always traveled along the silver rail laid down by Akivili. We don't normally get to venture into a world beyond the knowledge of the Trailblaze. But this time, we might just get the chance to add a brand new stop to the Astral Charts. I don't mind telling you, I'm a little excited.
Yeah, I feel like since I turned DLSS on, it's frames are a little bit worse, but for me on my end, not the stream.
Ah, you're here. I hear the Nameless are going to Amphorius. A very wise decision.
Who'd you learn that from?
Memo keepers traverse the worlds only to collect precious memories. Have you heard that before? It's my duty to salvage unknown memories, and the Amphorius that has been revealed by the garden's mirror is like a treasure inside a display case. Dazzling, yet out of reach. I need a sharp nail to break through that glass, and that's where you come in. Only through trailblazing can we reach the heart of Amphorius, cut through the thick mist, and bring the world's memories back to light. I trust you won't disappoint me.
Hopefully not.
Looks like you've decided on your next stop. I see. Those who embark on a long journey simply need to set off.
Okay then. Short and sweet. Yeah, see, I'm getting little stutters. I'm pretty sure that's the DLSS. Which I have a 40 series card. No, I have a 30 series card. Why did I say I have a 40 series? Maybe that's why. Maybe I'll just turn that off again. My only issue is I don't want the frames to be bad for the stream. I could deal with it on my end. Can't provide any details about our destination this time. You could ask the memo keeper if you want to know more. The data bank can quite okay. I suppose there's a lot to do. I'll disembark with all of you this time. I've never had any passengers on board before. I'm still not used to it. Why don't you head to the party car first? Already did that, yeah.
Oh, hey, great timing. I just turned on my camera and was looking through some old photos. Can I ask you something? What's your favorite part of a journey? From start to finish.
The start of the journey, we dive into the unknown. The middle of the journey, some games are made, and when we want to commemorate the adventure. The beginning, usually. So, in a game, the middle usually. Beginning's so good. You never forget the start of a great adventure.
Then let's go snap some photos as soon as we arrive in Amphorius. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I better pack some extra batteries in case we end up somewhere without power.
Like, I'll never forget when I started Final Fantasy VIII and that intro starts. I'm like, oh yeah, it's the perfect intro. And the start to Metal Gear Solid 3. But probably Mass Effect 2, which is my favorite game. I guess technically the middle is my favorite part of that game. I guess I could just press V to get there. Okay. A lot of people take this game too seriously for me. They're always trying to completely min-max the game. But there's no PvP. It's okay to not have the perfect team and the perfect gear and everything maxed out. I just enjoy having a good turn-based gacha RPG.
Attention passengers! The express is about to make the jump. Please be seated and hold on.
There's nothing there. Confusing.
Oh,
The answer lies hidden in the starry sky. Here it is, the isolated world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror. The eternal land, Amphorius.
so blindingly bright. What celestial body is this? I try to play this a little bit silly.
As you can see, Amphorius is surrounded by a mass of chaotic matter that conceals it from the outside world. Nearly. Conventional interstellar travel can't detect its presence, let alone pass by or land on the planet. Yet the garden caught a glimpse of this place, and along with it, discovered ever-shifting traces.
Yes. Interweave and intervention.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
Oh, interesting.
For a world to have nurtured such marvels, yet still remain unheard of throughout the cosmos? Now that is hard to fathom.
I can reveal the second. In fact, you've all seen it just now. It's the remembrance.
I see. Then it makes sense that a messenger of the garden would be capable of unveiling Amphorius for us. What about the final path?
Unfortunately, fate is keeping the third path a mystery. I don't know what it is either. Hidden beneath the brilliance of erudition and remembrance, yet possessing enough power to rival the other two paths. It could be the equilibrium, the enigmata, or perhaps the permanence. I have no clue at all. This white ribbon of light encircling Amphorius might very well be a product of the three interwoven paths.
Hmm.
Only when path striders of the Trailblaze enter the center of the vortex will its true nature be revealed.
Oh yeah, that would be bad. Well, have no fear, resemble me will volunteer.
Wait, I think we might be missing someone.
Oh yeah, March. Where is March? About her camera before going back to her room.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong. I just feel really weak after the warp.
Oh, that's interesting. Just
I doubt it. Pretty girls aren't supposed to get sick.
okay.
Gladly. I'm seeing March 7th hit by a sudden bout of weakness in her memories, as if something was weighing on her. The onset of it far too quick to be any kind of sickness.
Perhaps it's the effect of some external stimulus?
Oh, why is everyone here? I should have cleaned my room.
I invited Sunday to help with the diagnosis. He grew up in a star system rich in memoria. When it comes to mental healing, he's quite the specialist.
You've all been to Penacony before. I presume you are aware of how some might find themselves in a synesthesia dreamscape after warping to Asdana. I'm guessing this is something similar. Miss March appears to be affected by a certain external stimulus. Perhaps a path, an eon, or even Amphorius itself.
I agree. That's likely the case.
Why is she the only one affected?
There's no way to tell at this point. It could just be a matter of time before everyone feels unwell. Before we identify the cause, my suggestion is for Miss March to avoid venturing anywhere near Amphorius.
Is to stay on the
It's
train?
okay, Himiko.
Hmm.
I'll be good on my own. Go ahead, guys. I'll catch up once I feel better. Here. Take my camera along. I was planning to take photos when we got there.
I didn't expect that.
Looks like you'll have to help me with that now.
Oh, how can I leave you by yourself? 1, 2, 3, cheese. Or 3, 2, 1, cheese.
No, not when my hair's messy. Don't drain the camera's battery now. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll be back to being my hyperactive and adorable self by the next time you see me. Now, don't forget about those photos, okay? I'll be checking the camera.
Well, that's unfortunate that March isn't going to be there. Because usually they tie you with at least one companion from the Express. So I wonder who's going to be this time.
Do you think March 7th's past could be connected to Amphorius?
No. Yeah, I don't think so either. Oh, okay, so it's Don Hong. Okay, that makes sense because he was on the train for a lot of the previous missions, so that makes sense. Or we were away from. He was with another group. What about the rest of you?
So we're staying behind to take care of the grown-up stuff.
Well, you get your chance out in the field.
Someone should be taking care of March 7th, too. I can do that.
I'm fine with any arrangement you have for me.
So we traveled we're traveling to this new area, and only two of us are going to go and explore. Okay, that's also very an interesting decision. But like I said, they usually tie you with at least one companion. So at least Black Swan would go with, since we just spent a whole lot of time with Sunday, and I don't think we spent much time with Black Swan since the last several patches. But I'm fine with Don Hung. Unfortunately, he's not voice acted, so that part kind of sucks.
Yes, seeing how this is going to be a perilous expedition, Pom-Pom and the Navigator have come together to prepare a special trailblazing gift for you.
Is that right?
Our very own car!
Can I have the party car instead? uh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The car you're getting has its own thrusters, so just buckle up, and it'll take you into Amphorius and land you somewhere safe. Oh, no you don't. Only in extenuating circumstances. Don't go thinking you can detach cars from the Express every which way, alright? Get going whenever you're ready. Pom-Pom can't wait to hear about your exciting discoveries.
I keep thinking about how I need to I need to farm the heck out of the resources until the next patch.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I know what this is from the video that they showed on YouTube. The new companion you get with the remembrance. Dang. Attacked already. Sometime later. Oh. Pom-Pom's not gonna be happy about that. Huh. This area should be interesting to explore. I'm slumped in the corner of the wreckage while being uncertain. Let's land. I'm to come up with a name for the next reincarnation. No. Slap him in the face. No, I'm not gonna slap him. I'm not doing mouth to mouth. I guess I have to slap him. Slap them. There are no grudges. Some thoughts just spontaneously appear like that. We're not keeping you safe. I'm about to say, how did they get outside the car? But he dragged them out. Miko, we made a smooth landing at Euphorius. It looks like there's a civilization down here. Starving. Farewell, my friends. They said there wouldn't be a way to contact, so. Back to be fugitives. Who cares? We're only here to trailblaze. No, we didn't see it. Yourself, Big Tom. Oh, there it is. Is it so dark? I don't. What just happened? What? I'm getting flashbangs. All right. Repeated flashbangs. All right. Okay. I'm prepared now. I thought it was just going to happen one time. Okay. Got it. An illusion. That's supposed to a rabbit of sorts. The mastermind behind everything. It looks like a flying cat. Sort of. Cat rabbit thing. I don't know how to describe it. It was pink. Does any match my baseball bat? Let's go with that. That's the only thing I wish the game did a better job of was making sure that your main roster is always powerful enough to beat any boss or battle. Because if you wanted to just play this as a like, go through the main story or Trailblaze missions as the party you're with, they should give you that option. But because of the way the game's set up, I don't even have that version of Dawn. I only have the 4-star version. But it would be nice if they allowed you to do that, at least with the main character. And they kind of do by updating them. But like it'd be nice to have Dawn Hung being able to perform here as well. He's just so not good in most scenarios. So I haven't focused on making sure he's properly leveled up. What was that thing? What was this? Is that an enemy or a statue? Of course, not seen, but look at that. Oh, whenever I think of stuff like this, it always reminds me in RPGs to never trust the statues, especially since I'm playing metaphor. Those gargoyle statues that you had to be careful of. Yep. Across the cliff, Grand Palace gates remain silent, unwilling to reveal any of the history and secrets hidden behind it. What could lie within the gate? Can't help but let your imagination run wild. Bloody carnage, chaotic banquets, bottomless abyss. Then you regain focus, hearing a playful voice softly whisper in your ear.
Snap out of it and click the shutter already.
These Margaret deserve to be the most prominent spot on the photo wall. See, I told you these things were going to move. Every RPG, never trust a statue. Can't say it's until you land a hit with your bat. Attacking enemies with a certain number of times can destroy their core armor. Warmers destroy, deals damage to enemies, delays their action, regenerates. Oh, they destroyed dot teams, huh? Interesting. Because enemies like this, you want to only use follow-up attack or break teams. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So combat drops frames a little bit.
something interesting?
Who is that? He took the bat.
I bear no harm. I just want everyone to be safe.
Did he take the bat or is that his own bat? I can understand what he's saying. No, just
Roaming around a place like the Abyss with weapons in tow is a show of provocation. Those soldiers are minions of the Strife Titan. They're not known to stop until all invaders fall under their feet. If you continue brandishing your weapons, you won't only be putting yourselves in the crossfire. Their looming blades will come down on the heads of the innocent.
still approach, get your message across all the time.
Difficult to tell if you're friend or foe when you appear out of thin air. Even without your weapons, a great power still lurks within you. I could be putting myself in harm's way for all I know. I'd be unwise not to take precautions. So, care to share the reason for dropping in on us? Visitors from above?
Ainon, look what you did again! Taking off only to get yourself into trouble? You even ruined his weapon! Now you've really gone and done it. This is no way to be treating strangers!
I was just trying to fix our problem in the safest way possible.
How is this safe? Hello, friendly strangers. Let's all simmer down and cool our jets. We're all humans here. No need for things to get so heated. Snowy's just worried you're baddies from above, but we know you two are nothing of the sort. Oh, right, you don't know us yet. We are Treeby from Yanisopolis, and this is Snowy. Hurry up and apologize to them.
All
Oh,
right,
wait.
if you say so, Treeby. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was overly wary because both of you landed in this tumultuous region. It put me on high alert.
On everything already. No point in concealing anything. Saw everything. If they wanted us dead, they wouldn't be standing around talking to us.
Not from above the sky, but beyond it.
Wow, that's something else altogether. You're lucky you met us then.
She means you're lucky because we won't hurt you, but the same can't be said for others. Let's talk somewhere else. You've seen it firsthand. It isn't safe out here. As you saw, there are still many refugees who haven't been freed in the temple. We're here to rescue and escort them to the holy city, Akima. They're the reason I had to be absolutely sure you were not here with ill intent, and why I wanted you to put away your weapons. If something were to occur, they would have no way of protecting themselves. I'm Finan, from Ides Elysiae. Sorry if I offended you just now.
Finan. That's an unusual name. I preferred it when you were being combative. Just a little longer, I would have shown you what I could really do. I'll pick 3. This is the galactic baseballer who's missing a baseball bat. No one else thinks we look like others. I like that the writers of this game have fun with some of the options.
Baseball bat? Oh, you mean this marvel of a weapon? Sorry, but why don't you tell me your name in return for your weapon?
How are you gonna take my weapon and then like I'll only give you back if you give me something else?
Friction really does spark friendships, huh?
And here's your spear. Don't worry, this is entirely on Snowy. I'll make sure he fixes it for you.
It seems I'll have to treat Cartonis to a couple of drinks again.
How do I view this situation? There's more to this. Meets the eye. Their appearance was suspiciously well timed, which is what I agree about your spear. Yeah. The timing is when I was like, how interesting. Yeah, I agree. It feels like it was staged. Because if whoever attacked the train car, you would think that they would want to follow up. Follow up with the spear first. Using spear is unfortunate. We gain some important insight. Weapon forging skills are on par with craftsmen that forged the cloud piercer. Yeah, see, I'm dropping it to the frames here. Let me oh, I just need to go to settings. I feel like it's the DLSS and not the frames. But I could let me just limit it to 30 and see if that fixes, because I'm over 600 drop frames now, but it also looks like it was my internet was going back. Let me try it at 30 though.
Virtus, you acted on your own to ask the Chrysosaires for help? To bring us into their so-called holy city, no less. We are priests of Yanis, born as footless birds. How could we possibly endure being confined to one place?
We've lost far too many to Nikador's forces, Mr. Noldus. I only want for everyone to settle down somewhere safe and to be able to sleep soundly.
Lose your faith, and you lose everything. Do you seriously think you can seek shelter in Akima? Nowhere is safe with the end times looming. I've said my piece. Leave if that's what you want. Everyone else is staying in this temple, where we enjoy the protection of Yanis, the gate of infinity.
Don't make this decision in haste, sir.
I appreciate the concern, esteemed Chrysosair. But please, respect that we have the right to choose our own fate.
I'm sorry you had to see that, esteemed Chrysosair. These two with you are...
Travelers from afar. They're also headed for the Holy City. If memory serves me right, you are... Virtus? Please, you may call me Phino. What was that just now?
It's an honor you remember me, Phynon. We are priests from Yanisopolis. Armies of the Strife Titan destroyed our home, forcing us to flee across many lands until we arrived here. A few days ago, I watched another companion fall to those monsters, and I was shattered. I offered a prayer to Akima, thinking the answer would take time, at least enough for me to convince Mr. Noldus. I didn't expect your arrival to be so swift.
place has their fair share of troubles. The ride is here. Why isn't everyone out yet? Elder spoke the end times just now and claimed that no place in the forest is safe. What do you mean by that?
Excuse me, sir. Everyone knows about the prophecy. How is it that you...
Virtus, right now we must focus on convincing Mr. Noldus to return. The Abyss is swarming with fierce enemies, and they have no way to defend themselves, leaving them vulnerable to all kinds of danger. My friends, I have a rather bold request. The two of you are quite capable. Might I trouble you to fetch Mr. Noldus? Treeby will join you. She can also answer any questions you may have.
Give us a moment to discuss it. I have like 300 frames there. That's crazy. 500 interrupted me while I was trying to gather information from a refugee. Now he's, yeah. His intent's pretty obvious. Yeah, but he, interesting. I mean, that's true too. Between us and the locals, we play along with him for now. Okay, sure.
You two are truly honorable. I'll stay behind to guard Virtus and the rest. Go quickly and come back safe.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, I am dropping it 10 frames, and it's like taxing my internet, which should be really good. Okay, let me turn this off. See if that helps. I don't know if it will. God, it looks so bad. Without it though. Looks fine on stream. Okay, let me look at the number. Damn. That's a lot of drop frames. Okay.
I'm sure you two have a ton of questions, don't you? As for why we should speak in private, that's because quiet places are better suited for communicating with one another.
The road has cut off. Have to have some sort of teleportation or something, right? Some way to build a bridge. He's finally gonna be able to jump.
Judging by your reactions, you aren't lying about being newly arrived travelers. In that case, don't blink or you'll miss the next part. Also, Snowy wouldn't dare make plans for us. It's more like the other way around. Alright, silence please! We are about to summon a miracle. We, thy humble descendants, doth surmount the myriad of passages of Yanis to stand before thee and receive the scales of judgment. O selfless arbiter Talantin, declare us innocent in the name of the law. Weigh the fruits of the present in exchange for the sweetness of the past. We summon thee, Orynyx, to lift thy curtain of memory. Once again, stir the ripples of past reverie.
Oh. Huh. Yeah, that was crazy. Why does it keep doing that? What is that? And it darkens around the screen. Okay, so this area is going to be all about flashbang, apparently.
My two friends, don't stray too far away from us.
Stop panicking. As long as we're with them, we'll be fine.
Huh. How is... are they doing that?
Now that we're here, we can speak in peace. Huh? But why does it feel a little too
I think it's this button.
quiet? Just what I was afraid of. So much for a peaceful chat. The history lesson will have to wait, my friends. We must help
Oh.
Mr. Noldis.
Resin it all together. Nice job! Time to cleanse the filth. Too slow.
You both have impressive fighting skills.
I meant to change the team. I forgot. I'll do it after this. Even though I don't really need to. But she'll do enough damage for most of these characters. Even though the weakness isn't
Be of your body and mind. Fearless knows not fear.
I think I have electric that could do damage here.
Thank you. The three of you saved our lives.
Mr. Noldis, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to be here. Please come back to Akama with us.
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of faith than live in a foreign land.
It looks to me like you still prefer living. Don't die to yourself, old man. Or don't lie to yourself, old man.
Sir, we deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, Kefali, the protector of the Holy City, is but a god from a foreign land. But we swear to you, in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres live, Akama will protect all followers of the Titans. We are one and the same.
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember, Noldis? Our name is Trebios.
What? You're the High Priest? Why do you look like a child? Oh, no. To think that I, a mere tribal priest, dared lecture you on faith. Oh, how ludicrous. Please, forgive my transgressions.
Noldis, we do not wish to force you, but please think of the people in your tribe. The young place their trust in you, just as you place your trust in us. If you stay, they will remain here too, doomed to fall under Nikador's spear.
If that is divine will, then I have no reason to disobey. High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
Mr. Noldis, I'm glad you're all right.
Virtus, I still disagree with your methods, but it doesn't matter now. Let us place our trust in the Chrysoceres.
The Dromus caravan that's supposed to meet us isn't here yet, so let's all rest where it's safe for a while.
Incredibly, the questions are still unanswered, and we now have gone down. Perhaps you two can find the time to answer a few of them.
Of course. Please, come this way. I see you've both been made aware of our troubles. I'm grateful for your understanding, so in return, please ask me anything you wish to know.
What is this end times people spoke of?
As the word implies, it's the time of strife before the world meets its end.
The dark finale still after me. Is this a sequel to Bellabong?
To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to an end.
What are the Titans?
The ancient gods of Amphorius, once worshipped by stand as their foes.
Who are the cryosis air?
Prophetic deliverers with golden blood coursing through their veins.
Okay, very direct answers. What is the miracle performed earlier?
It's a gift from the three titans of fate. With their blessings, priests can awaken shadows of the past to alter reality.
You're putting it too lightly. Don't make miracles sound like a tool you can simply use at will.
I agree.
Sorry. I guess I'm not good at telling stories.
Yet a tedious and overly long explanation isn't ideal either. Let me think. Right! Vertus and the others are priests from Yanisopolis. They should be adept at playing the lyre. How about playing a song for our two friends?
Song.
There's a ballad that's been passed down in Amphorius since ancient times.
Okay.
Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus, you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephali, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden ichor spills unto the land, forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand.
Huh?
With the stage effects. They have dinosaurs in this place.
Don't worry, that's just our rescue. Time to get up, everyone!
Hmm.
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called dromas.
Dromas.
Humanity's most loyal companions. We'll be relying on them to get us through the rugged mountain roads on the way to the Holy City. Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. Remember to hold the reins tight.
The those jutting out from Droma's limbs, and to use them as footholds. uh,
I forgot to mention, don't touch their white stone humps. When the Earth Titan blessed these creatures, it said they also stuffed their ill tempers into these humps.
Easy, wasn't it? Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile for many days and haven't touched our instruments in a long time. I fear our skills have grown rusty, and we've made a spectacle of ourselves.
No, not at all. Your performance was wonderful, sir.
It's been a long time since we sat together like that and sang ancient ballads to our heart's content. I'm grateful to all of you for reminding me of those glorious and peaceful times. Looking back now, I admit I was too stubborn. Perhaps you really can save Amphorius from its doom, just like how the four of you heroes saved our very lives and faith today.
Even include the two of us. I don't really get it, but at least things unfolded quite nicely.
Suffering's bad for your health, and it won't help your faith much either. That's why it's our inherent duty as Chrysos heirs to free everyone from suffering. It's also the reason for the Holy City Akima's existence. The only human city left in our present day.
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing the mood down. Anyway, in short, the Holy City is absolutely safe. Everything will be fine once we get there. Is everyone properly seated? Then we're off! Next stop, Akima!
What the heck? What is going on in this area?
Resonate all together. Nice job! Be of your body and mind. Too slow. Everything in this world is bleeding.
That won't do. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You need to get stronger.
Yeah! Yeah!
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow.
Oh, I get it! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs! Watch this! Everything in this world is bleeding.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Never hesitate! No!
Yeah!
That won't do.
Awesome! Stars Echo! Welcome to
The fearless knows not fear.
Oh, my internet's tanking right now.
Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land? Please, I beg of you, save Akima. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict everywhere.
Yeah, come on, leave it to us. We're gonna find shelter.
Thank you, thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
The Holy City to be a strong sanctuary, but things are less peaceful than I thought. Stay here and lend our support on the battlefield. Still have your broken spear. Take straight to the destruction. I don't think so. These Titan can have obvious differences in the Antimatter Legion. To the Antimatter Legion. Our priority now is to find Anon.
The main road's been blocked off. Freebie?
Don't panic. Leave this to us. I summon the Oryx! Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
You can hold a button to activate a ransom. Oh, okay.
It's you two. I'm sorry.
That's an interesting ability to have.
I never expected Nikidor to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. They and Kefali have always been mortal enemies, but now they've gone mad like a vicious beast.
He is doomed. we took care of some of the enemies.
You have my gratitude. Thankfully, Akuma is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the end.
Mr. Noldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us. You should evacuate along with the citizens.
If we're by your side, by thirst for battle, we can help.
I don't doubt your skills, but... Very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, those known as the Chrysos heirs, their attacks do not discriminate between friend and foe.
Oh, Kefali, throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant humanity protection.
Oh, look at that. The scale. I like this new area. What are you doing? It's not safe here. Seek shelter quickly.
No. It's very safe here. The prophecy has already revealed that the light of Kefali will shine upon all.
Watch! No one will die! The heroes will protect the city!
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Yanis, faith is all some people have left in a world teetering on the brink of collapse. To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs. Minions of strife, you shall not harm these people!
Harmony and unison. Here you go, Master! Be of your body and mind. It's okay. It's okay. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this!
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Everything in this world is bleeding.
The fearless knows not fear!
Bodies everywhere. How could so many enemies have made it to the front gates? Where were the city guards?
Snowy! We're back.
3 of them. There was way more in the sky, weren't there?
We are Trian. We are Trinan. We are Trivi. Wait, no! Now is not the time for introductions!
Price never cease. Yeah, I agree.
Been trading blows with the main forces for what feels like
Maybe there were only 3.
skies to the city. Hurry up and assist him!
I knew it. He gets reckless once he gets the urge to kill. I'm relying on you three to handle the task of getting the citizens to safety.
Don't worry. With us here, we can just use the sentry gate to whoosh the people to the safest place in Emporius. Wouldn't that be Akama? Stop messing around and help the people! Anywhere is fine, just send them to somewhere safe!
Don't worry. Although they are a little childish, the trio are experienced Chrysos heirs, and one of the pillars of Akama. Therefore, they can definitely be trusted. Well, let's keep on moving then.
Nice here. I'll just fight them up here. I probably should just group them up. That would have been a better idea.
Here you go, Master! Time to cleanse the filth. That won't do. Stars Echo! Welcome to... Yeah!
Too slow. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
It is funny how with the game, early on in the game,
Rest of the Holy City's guards. They're all trained and experienced elites.
people thought that Mono Quantum was going to be the meta, and how quickly that faded.
Let's save some time.
There we go.
All together.
I probably could have just skipped this battle altogether, but
Harmony and unison. Nice job! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Be a pure body.
or I could have switched to
Everything in this world
probably should have switched to Acheron. I could have just killed him instantly. Yeah, I wonder what's going on with my internet. Should be fine. But it's been struggling a lot of the stream.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable!
Stars Echo. Welcome to... Yeah! Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I would switch to that team, but I'm afraid going into battle with them would be very detrimental to the team.
Lord Finan, you're finally here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He is surrounded by enemies.
What? Cartonus! Hang in there!
The rear is secured now. This is the result of your efforts?
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
That's the character that I will hopefully get in 3.1 if I get enough resources.
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver. Mere child's play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks alone. Who are you?
Enough, Mighty. Are you trying to destroy the Holy City?
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Time to cleanse the filth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Never hesitate! That won't do.
Awesome! Now watch this! Stars Echo. Welcome
glad that you're okay. As for you, Mighty, if I'm not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
Names of the people here keep getting stranger and stranger.
Don't evade the question. Aglaia told us to protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and eliminate the invaders. The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Akamins have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Invoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guests, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Enough. The time for internal strife now is not. Still on the offense, the Mad King is, and must be stopped by the Chrysos heirs.
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself. As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace. Aglaia told me to stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name?
It's a secret.
Is that not also strange?
Touche.
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core.
Yeah, so this is the character. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough resources for to summon on their banner on their first run. And I don't know if I'm on the 50-50 or not, or the guarantee. So even if I were to summon, there's no, I'm not sure if I'd get them. Which is unfortunate, but it's you know, with gacha games, the thing with them. Luckily, the only positive is right now I have no characters I'm looking to summon on for part 2 of this 3.0 celebration. So hopefully I get enough resources between now and when this character's banner's launched to get them.
What is it, outsider? Do you fear the Lance of Fury's raging flames? Or perhaps you'd care to spar with me?
Even though we've gotten a lot of fire characters lately, I don't really need another fire. I need a quantum character to really step up since I'm not getting Jade, but still kind of want this character on their first run if possible. Shatter them with the aftershock. Oh.
Avoid getting too serious with Mighty, because he means every word he says.
That is true. Of this, you can be assured.
I don't want to know what's over here. Probably nothing, but I'll check anyway. Oh, nothing. Blocked off. Okay. Well,
What a mess. Yes, Treby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties. But now, our backup is here.
Lord Finon and the two guests.
who's this?
Welcome to Akama.
Oh, this is a character from the Game Wars trailer.
When I heard your footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Casterus?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people. But today, Lord Finon, Akama needs you.
Well, if the Mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna
Mortician?
live with this mess.
Well, that isn't for me to decide. All I can do is clear the obstacles and guide you to the place of Nikador's descent. Dear guests, if you would, I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance. In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise. I am the shadow of death.
Oh. Shadow of Death. Okay. So this is one of those characters, like apparently Herta is, but I would say more akin to what is in this Zone Zero, is where they're showing you need to get this character whenever they launch.
Some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
Because we're gonna make them pretty strong. So I haven't spent in Star Rail in a long time. This character might be the exception.
Are you an attendant of the Hand of
If I don't have enough resources when they launch.
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But you obviously came from the world of the dead. Akama, Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Come to arms.
Resonate all together. Yours, stubborn one. Here you go, Master. Time to cleanse the filth. Slow. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. Watch this.
Yeah, see my
It's okay.
internet's tanking right now. But I don't know if that's the internet or the because it's the internet. But why would the internet tank when I get into a battle?
Be a pure body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding.
And then now it's gone back up. It's fluctuating a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. The whole team died. Okay, hold on. Electric fine. Okay. We restart this with what was ice on there? I could try the Herta team. What's it again? I think it was mini Herta and then regular Herta. I'm curious what the dot team does now. To be honest with you, I kind of want to try them, but let's see if this team could do this on auto. If not, I could always go manual. So. Hello? Oh, I thought the game might have crashed.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Expand your thinking. Watch it chrome. Time to twirl.
Time to cleanse the filth.
It could also be because I'm
This big diamond, it's all yours.
also on the red app. It could be because of that.
Everything in this world
It shouldn't be, but it could be.
is bleeding.
Open sesame.
See, the problem with this team is that now that there's one enemy,
Expand your thinking.
definitely not as strong.
Stars echo.
Open sesame. Time to twirl. This big diamond, it's all yours.
Oh, that team did that no problem.
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya once said that your time is extremely valuable and shouldn't be wasted on unnecessary conflict. I have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face strife.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Miss Castoris, why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand, but...
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the three of you. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Do excuse my impropriety. Well then, I'll see you later, Miss Castoris.
Then... could you all quietly leave?
Smart for them to tease that character out.
We'll leave this place to Miss Castoris, then.
Oh, I was wondering if we could talk to her. I guess not. Like, we're saving that for later. You got enough. Interesting.
Memorial Palace, the Lance of Fury, Nikador. They're all there in the distance.
What's that sound? Mommy, I'm scared. Dong, is that your stomach growling? A horrifying battle cry. Is that a titan?
That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of my own heart. Fear. This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand. You too. If you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so.
I'm gonna get my cup with water. None of my coffee's gone. I just finished it. I'll be right back. Give me just seconds. I don't need it. Stand by. Okay. It's fine. I've already died a number of times before. He's already died a number of times before. These are separate matters.
Looks like the both of you have indeed braved many dangers.
I have no interest in the Titan rights as trailblazers laying a helping hand into unfamiliar worlds is simply our duty.
What an interesting concept. Surely on your worlds there must also be a Titan which is revered by the masses. There's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely. Let's get going. In the era when Kefali had not yet fallen silent, none could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphorius. Stand with me and become heroes!
Rotate the clues and assemble the pattern. Once the progress bar is full, you can quickly move to the target. Okay. I see. Okay.
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict.
There it is. Seeing the edges, the screen.
Stay strong. Recall your convictions and everything you hold dear. If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive. Careful. You look different from what I remember.
Okay.
Weaker. So more distorted?
Harmony and unison. It's okay. The truth burns everything in this world.
I didn't mean to do that first part, but it's okay. No worries.
What are you looking at? Expand your thinking. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
Breaking would definitely be better here. I need her to get her ultimate off fast.
Action before? Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
This team would not. I don't need this team in here. This is actually the wrong team. Here's what Glory can do buffs for you using skill or ultimate to increase Glory stacks. Here's what Glory dispelled. Okay.
Yeah. Honored to meet me.
Yeah, this is not the team for this at all. I might restart this with a different team.
It's all yours.
I wonder. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work because
Harmony and unison. Tonight, stars echo.
that isn't the issue. Issue is I need to too many AoE characters.
Burns clear everything in this world. Is bleeding.
I don't have like little Herta is useless in here. I put it in instead.
Out of curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
I need to.
Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
And, two. Gotta use one here.
Allow me to purge the root. Yeah. The truth burns clear as everything in this world is bleeding.
Do you know who this big diamond? It's all
To
yours.
break this enemy.
May song bring us
Taking so long to
harmony and
break them though.
Tonight, stars echo. Never seen
They do a really good job with the music in Hoyoverse games. Alright, I need to use one of your.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Cast aside all distracting thoughts. To me, I shall withstand their wrath.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's over.
Be of your body and mind.
Should have done the AoE the other time. Okay,
Get it together.
doesn't matter.
The truth burns clear everything in this world is bleeding.
I thought about it too. I was like, they're probably not gonna do a double hit on them.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
What are you looking at? Nyah! Time to twirl. Do you know who this big diamond? It's all yours.
Yeah, that's not enough damage. I'm not gonna do that. I could probably keep. I just can't keep Herta. She's just not helpful here. You just need different ice damage. Or the problem is the way the Herta works is you need a erudition in there. The two issues I have is I don't think either of these work. So I'm going to change the two up completely, I think. I take those out. There's a few options I could do here. The problem is the follow-up team. I would love to use the follow-up team, but I don't think that they would do as good here, but I kind of want to see. Do I want to risk that? I'm going to see how they do. Actually, keep Jingyu up with her. No, that wouldn't work either. That wouldn't work either. I want to see. This probably won't work either because they don't have a break advantage. But I gotta see for myself. I heard it would work if I had a better erudition with them. And I could have won it that round if I just didn't, I would have AoE healed. I forgot to hit the double speed. I want to know what Menace plays this game on regular speed, not double speed. I can't do it anymore. Yeah, I need your support. Then the problem, I kind of need her AoE right now to heal her. Yeah, I'm gonna do her AoE. Fine.
I venture forth forever. Triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
May song bring us victory.
Save that.
I could take 10 of you.
Yeah.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly up your body and mind.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you. Never hesitate!
Yeah!
That won't do.
Awesome! Tonight, stars echo.
Okay.
Cast aside all distracting thoughts.
Mm.
To me, I shall withstand their wrath.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
Even gods can bleed. I shall extinguish your core flame, Titan!
It gets stronger.
The truth for everything in this world is bleeding.
So much easier with the follow-up attack team.
Move.
This is not the true Nikado, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here.
New allies of Akima. Welcome to Amphorius.
Oh, there was some entrance.
While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
Her gaze? No. Hello.
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
You sound so cultured. I told you that I'm a guy deep down.
A manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge. When Trian followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity. After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Arkema of their own accord, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our allies. However, given that Akuma has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin?
Just some time for what? We'd like to get back to our mission now. The situation has calmed down with the Trailblaze here. Oh, right. I can assure you that this will not bring any repercussions to Akuma. You visit ceremony when we're traveling to someplace new.
Of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead.
Miss Baker, taking another giant step. Path of Trailblaze. Our boarding passes are taking a value. A few more, maybe we could reconnect to the Express.
What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so
Why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Okay. That seems like a good place to stop for today, especially with my internet issues. So I will probably save the story for the next stream I do. The rest and do everything else, like level up and, well, not level up, but work on the characters and stuff like that. I think there's side quests I could do too. I haven't. There's more. Throughout these. Look at the quest and see. Yeah, I'll probably do some side stuff. But save the story for the stream. I swear I just heard a thing. Oh, you could just listen to that was a bloody. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I was probably just save the story for and do the other stuff offline. Hopefully, the next stream will not have so many drops, but I'm not sure what that is either. The internet seems fine. I just looked into it. Just looked at the data. It seems fine, so it could be something else. I do like this new area so far from what they showed. And yeah, it looks like based off the enemy types, they definitely are not doing any favors for damage over time teams in Star Rail, which is very unfortunate because a lot of my account, I shouldn't even went here. What's the other one? A lot of my account is for like the dot teams. I restructured this one. There's obviously, you go in here and you switch out to Black Swan and stuff like that. But I have the problem with Star Wars right now is I have a whole bunch of characters that I just don't use. Like this character not being used at all. I don't know the last time I used him for a team. Japard I've used here and there very sparingly. He's very situational. Man, I was on the Bailu team at launch. Like, oh, healer, abundance character, need them. And to be fair, pretty decent for a while, but completely got overshadowed once you get some of the other 5 stars in the game, like Fufron. Like this is probably the character that has been in my rotation the longest. And it's just not getting replaced, but not really replaced because I'm still going to use them in the harder content in the game. What's another character I haven't used in a while? He's gotten a buff, so he's been used more recently. I already talked about Blade. I just not having to get 2 5 stars to make him work, I think is a bit ridiculous. So that's why I don't really use Blade as much anymore. I use him a lot. Bronya, I haven't used Bronya in a bit, but Bronya is still good enough. I just have to get a few more copies of her, to be honest with you. I think one more. I think if I get one more copy of her, I can still put her in some situational teams, which is crazy to say, because I don't want to get Bronya on a 50-50. Please, whoever, don't take that as I want Bronya. Give me the banner character. Yeah, I mean, this was the first character that everybody went to go grab. Was very useful for a very long time, and just not obsolete, but not ideal, because they didn't really give her anybody else to work with recently. So you don't really need her much anymore. Silverwolf is, I mean, situational uses. You know, he's using the main character. Dr. Ratio is given for free, pretty useful. I still haven't found a great use for Welt yet. Again, very situational. But you could use other people for him. And that's why I feel like this game, Star Rail has so many characters at this point that when new banners drop, you have to make sure that you have a team for them. And usually that means you have to supplement 4 stars. And a lot of these 4 stars are situational as well. Like you can't use them in most content. You're not using, you know, these 3 in most things at all. They're going to be on the sideline regardless. The rest of the 4 stars are okay. You can find a use for them. Although I haven't used Misha at all. So, and I think people also said about Hook. I don't think I've ever used Hook. I leveled Hook, but I don't think I've ever used Hook on a team. Anyway, that's it for me. I will be I'll be saving the story for the next stream, which maybe tomorrow. I gotta see what tomorrow's looking like, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tonight if I mess up my sleep schedule again. We'll see. Anyway, have a good one.